When Michael Green was just 16 months old, a tragic event changed his life forever.
December 28th of '86, 3 days after Christmas. That's when they told me that there had been a fire, that my little girl had died and little Mike was in the hospital. We all went to the hospital to see him, and he was in the ICU, and he was burned like 86% of his body. From the fire, Mike had lost his right ear. He had lost his structure of his right eye, and all his fingers and two of his toes on his left foot.
He spent the next 12 months in the hospital, where doctors predicted he would never walk again. But his father was determined to give Michael every opportunity to live a normal life.
I got him a tricycle and strapped his feet to the paddles and his hands to and take him around the block every day. Every day I took him around the block to get them bones and the joints and stuff moving in his legs. And then when we at home, TV time, I put him up against the wall with he had splints that he wore on his arms and legs to keep him straight. And I would lean him up against the wall and he would hold himself up and eventually learn how to walk.
As Michael grew, so did his expectations. He tried out for soccer at his high school and made the varsity team. He also went from special ed courses to the top 25% of his class.
When people just say you can't do that, well, my goal is to prove you wrong, that I can.
Years ago, the doctor said he wouldn't be able to play sports. Well, Michael Green has shown everybody that with his heart and his character, that he can do anything he wants to do.
Play it out of the back. Michael Green, come to him in the middle.
When I first met Mike and saw the burns, I noticed them, but it didn't really matter because he could do everything just as good as anybody else. And now that I know him, I don't notice it anymore.
I met him in 8th grade, and I don't know, first off, you're kind of apprehensive, I don't know what he's going to be like, but Mike's a really good guy. He's really nice, easy to talk to, and I don't know, he's just one of the boys, really.
You know, when you see him, you're like, well, it kind of catches your eye. You're just like, wonder what happened to him, you know? But once you get to know him, you're like, wow, nothing's really different, just he's outside, Inside, he's the same.
Unfortunately, based on what Michael has gone through and physically what he looks like, a lot of people judge and look at him differently. And the problem with kids and people is they don't look at their heart and look what Michael and a lot of these other kids that are different are really like. Every kid's got good in them, you just got to find the good. And Michael's an inspiration to all.
Michael's positive influence on those around him has stemmed from a firm belief in himself.
Self-respect means to me is not having a limit to yourself. Because people always will say what you can't do, what you can't do. But in your mind, people don't know what's in your mind. It's up to you to do what you want to do.
That's right.
Michael Green is a hero to me and to everybody else that plays on his team, and the kids in the classroom, they look up to him.
I'm proud of Michael. For one, he's my son, and just everything he's overcome and just striving to be independent in life. Michael's taught me not to ever give up on anything. He's amazing.